So you want to start a YouTube channel for your kids. So do I. I'm so excited to tap into this industry and tap into this market. If your kids are anything like mine, they watch hours of YouTube. I mean, they love it. They don't watch cable television. At this point, I have disconnected our cable because we were paying the bill for no reason, and we just watch YouTube. That's all they constantly watch, guys. If you've ever watched YouTube with your kids, you'll see a wide range of videos, anything as far as toy reviews. You'll see parents playing pretend with toys. I've seen so many wild and crazy things on YouTube that I just can't believe that people watch. But children watch things in excess, and they are real just money makers, you guys. You just don't know. So my kids have been begging me for a while to have a YouTube channel. They don't necessarily understand the full context of it, but they do understand having a community of followers and subscribers. And I think they just really enjoy making videos. I did recently get my youngest a kitty zoom camera for his birthday, so he has enjoyed recording video for that. So I'm deciding to bite the bullet and just take the next step to make them an official channel, and I'm so excited. So we haven't uploaded any videos yet, so we don't have any subscribers, but I would love for you guys to just come along with us for this journey as we grow. This will kind of help you see, is YouTube really oversaturated like they say it is? Is it too late to get into the YouTube game, or is now a good time? Can we actually grow a kids channel on a budget with no experience? I don't have any experience with video besides just little Instagram reels and a few TikToks here and there. So let's see what we can do. I'm excited to go on this journey and take you guys with me so that we can grow together and see which tips work and which ones don't. So just a few things that I have written down in my notes to go over with you guys that I plan on implementing and growing our channel. The first thing would be to pick an easy name. Now, you want a name that's easy for kids to remember. Remember though, that is your audience. Anywhere from age 2 to age 10. So typically my boys are ages 5 and 6. And if your kids are around this age or younger, or it doesn't matter what age, you remember there was a time where they had that baby voice and you could barely understand what they were saying. They couldn't really enunciate their words correctly. Even my youngest, who just turned 5, some of the things I have no clue what he's saying to even right now. So there are some shows or channels that he would like to watch that I just can't understand what he's saying, so I can't even understand them enough to spell it out for him. So that's a big thing you want to think about and keep in mind when creating your kids channel. What's the age group that will be watching your kids? Are they able to say the name of your YouTube channel so that they can actually tell their parents what it is they want to watch? And then if they're a little bit older and they can start to spell themselves, is it something simple that they can spell themselves? That's something that's really important as well. Just keep that in mind when creating a page channel, a channel. Just keep that in mind when creating a channel name for your crew. You don't want it too complicated. You want it fun. You want it to be memorable as well. And of course you want to do the typical things you do. You want to do a Google search to make sure no one else has that name. If other people have that name, it's okay. You kind of just have to weigh it out. I've came across a couple names, but they hadn't posted videos in forever. Not only that, they weren't really big, so it was okay. And then you also want to search Google just to make sure that the name doesn't have any negative connotations. You never want to get a name that someone else already used and kind of put a bad reputation on, so that when someone looks you up, they're pulling up just that bad news or just those bad facts from whoever used the name previously or whoever used that phrase previously. So that's something that's very important for you to Google for. Always Google it. Look, search Bing, search Yahoo, and then open up a private browser and search the name as well, so that way you can just look at it from all angles. Another tip for choosing a name, if you plan on being on other social media platforms such as Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, also search to see if those names are available or if you can possibly shorten the name to a nickname. Our name for our channel is going to be Playtime with Bryson and Jaxon, and we're going to shorten it to PB&J. So kids remember PB&J. I mean, what kid doesn't eat PB&J? It's very fun. It's very simple. They can type in PB&J, and more than likely Playtime with Bryson and Jaxon will come up. So that's our name, and I just thought it was very cute and very simple. It's just very catchy. So that's just some kind of idea to give you guys. You definitely want to take the time to come up with something creative but simple. These are kids we're talking about, guys. So the next step is going to be choosing what type of videos you want to shoot. So the one thing you want to look at is what is it that your children watch? What makes them excited to watch? My children watch a variety of things. I can't lie. They love watching raw fishing. They love watching Ryan's World. They love watching Spy Ninjas. They love watching Jacob's Animal Rescue. They just love watching a variety of things. They love watching Go-Go Colors and the Onyx Family. They really love some of everything. But if you can just kind of narrow it down by what your children watch, every day we're discovering a new YouTuber, so it's kind of hard. Another thing you want to consider is what is your lifestyle like what do your children do every day? What do they do all day? If you have children that are more involved in sports, you can rope that in, and that can be their content or their theme. You can record them shooting hoops or whatever they do throughout the day. So that's something important too. Do your kids have a trampoline, and do they stay out there all day doing trampoline tricks or just making up I don't know, new tricks to do? You can record them doing that. That can be also a main thing. Whatever your kids are good at or whatever they do frequently, that's definitely a very good starting point. If you have a kid that loves arts and crafts is where you want to start. So definitely go to wherever your kid's personality is, and because that will provide you with the most content. It's most natural, and it's just it'll be evergreen, it'll be fresh, and you won't run out of content ideas. Now, if your kids are more like mine, where they don't really do anything, they don't specialize in anything, they're 5 and 6, they're not enrolled in any sports, they don't really have a favorite on anything, they don't really have any special talent or anything like that. If there's more along that line, then you just want to do a little copycat. Look at what the top performers are doing. So go to some of the videos that your children watch. Go to their actual channel. You can do this on the laptop. For me, it's much easier to do on my computer. I think you can do it. You can do it on your phone as well. It doesn't matter. I just like to see it on my computer. But you go to that channel, go to the actual channel, go to the videos tab of the channel, and then sort everything from oldest to newest upload, and look at their oldest uploads if they still have some of those original uploads, and see what they begin with, see how they started, what type of videos did they begin posting, what was their setup when they first started. You kind of don't want to look at what they're doing now unless you can afford to. It just depends on your budget. But if you're on a budget, you don't have a lot of money to spend, or you just don't want to invest a lot at the very beginning because you want to see how far this thing will go, look at what they did at the very beginning. A lot of these big YouTubers, well, all of the big YouTubers now, they have money, they have the investment, they can afford to go out and buy the things that they use now to make better content. You do not, more than likely. So you want to start off small, exactly how they started off. So go look at some of their older videos, see how they started off, see what they did, what type of, just see what got the most views, at what point did they begin to change momentum. Because another thing you want to look at, you may have channels that have been around for years, but maybe they started off doing this and they didn't have that many views, but once they changed gears or something like that, maybe they got new equipment, maybe their setup was a little bit different, their lighting, their camera, who knows. Just pay attention to at what point they started getting more and more views and what setup changed. Take some time to watch a few of their old videos and just observe the surroundings. Look at everything around them, okay? That's one of the big things. So this brings me to another thing. What can you afford to do? You have to keep it within your budget. don't sit here and think that you have to go out and spend $300, $400, $500 to get top-notch equipment, to go get the latest toy so you can review, or the latest game. It doesn't make sense. Stick within your budget. If you don't have a big budget, then start recording videos that don't cost you anything. And I do have a few examples of videos that cost little to no money at all. If you look at content creators that are very successful, like Vlad and Nikki, they are wildly popular. They usually have oversized toys. They have an abundance of ride-on toys. You hear me, those Power Wheels. My kids absolutely love watching them, and I can't lie, I like watching them too. I get caught up sometimes too. They're amazing. So but we don't have that budget. Our backyard is not as beautiful as their backyard is, and we definitely don't have that type of setup. We don't have those type of toys, so we can't do those type of videos to be successful. But we did go back and look at some of their earlier videos and what they were doing. And if you look earlier on, a few years ago, a lot of their videos, it was somewhat of the same. They still had the same setup. They were in the backyard. They had a lot of the toys that they still have. It was the same type thing, but they did have a few things that didn't involve that. So we just picked a few things from their category, and we went to some of our favorite channels and just pulled things that didn't require a huge budget. So some ideas that don't require a huge budget would be a cooking video. Do a cooking video with your kids, whether you're cooking a dessert, whether you're showing lunch tips, what you pack for their lunch, maybe some things that they can make for themselves. Just do a lunch video or just a cooking video with your kids. It doesn't cost that much. You use the food that you already have, or you can go out and purchase a few things. Another example of a cooking video would be to bake a cake. Kids love to see extravagance. A lot of kids watch YouTube because they watch kids do things that they aren't allowed to do or that they can't afford to do. That's why you see kids love watching kids play in slime, like bathtubs full of slime, or those Orbeez, or get in a swimming pool filled with M&Ms or Skittles. It's over the top, and it's things they may not be able to do. So some of the things that you can do would be to bake a cake and let your kids just go crazy. You can give them, you can bake a cake and do a bake-off challenge or a decorating challenge where your kids just compete to see who could decorate the best cake. If it's around holidays, you can definitely make it holiday themed, such as who can build the best gingerbread house or the best gingerbread man. So that is something awesome. You can decorate cookies at any time of the year. You can also decorate cakes at any time of the year. So anything, any type of cupcakes, you definitely want to get onto cupcakes. Anything that you can cook, go inside of Walmart or Target or your local grocery store, go on the seasonal aisle. They always have very creative things, crafts for you to make and cook and bake and things like that. You can take a simple white cake mix and split the batter and dye it different colors to make a rainbow cake and decorate it that way. But those are just some fun options you can do as far as cooking videos that cost little to no money. Second type video you can do is a reaction video. Now, people love reaction videos. I'm not really big into them. I don't really understand them that much. But essentially, it's just people watching viral videos and reacting to them. So if you can find some videos that went viral recently, or just something fun or funny for your children to watch, and record them reacting to the video, that can also be a game changer. That can also be something that's worth recording. So if you can record your children while they watch a funny video and just get their reaction, I think a lot of people would like that. They'll be keen to watch it. Kids love that. And then at the same time, you can screen record the actual video on your phone, so you can have B-roll footage to put just in the screen, picture in picture, so that the audience can see what the children are watching at the same time they're reacting. That takes a little editing work, and we'll get to that later. So, but those are that's just another idea you can. Another idea is a day at the park. Kids love seeing some action, and kids love parks. So if they can go to the park themselves, why not watch other kids play at the park? You know, why not? So take your kids to the park. Take them to the local park, maybe their favorite park, or take them to try to go to a nice park and record your children just having a good time playing. If you get up early enough, or if you have the equipment or the tools, you can actually set up an obstacle course or a race or something along those lines to do at the park. And maybe you can get out there early enough to beat the crowd and just record them. Like I said, just doing the obstacle course in the park, that would be pretty awesome. Another option you could do is go to Walmart and spend about $10 or $20 on those outdoor toys that they have during the summer. They'll have the huge bowling pins, the ring tosses, just things like that, water balloons, water guns, it doesn't matter. And take them to the backyard or to the park or to an empty field and let them run around and record them. Kids love to watch things like that, of kids running around screaming. Okay, we got a little readjustment going on with the camera. I hope we can see better now. But moving on, the third tip is an eating challenge. Now you can look up different eating challenges and see what's hot right now. I'm not 100% sure. I have a teenage daughter and I've been asking her to keep her ear to the ground. Some days she's all for it and some days she's just like, Mom, I'm too tired. So you can look and see what eating challenges are going viral right now. And you can also pick up on a few old trends and get them to be revived. I mean, kids don't know really about, oh, well, that was old. Everybody did that challenge last year. Like, they just know they just want to see something fun. And it doesn't really matter how old the challenge is. But newer challenges will give you more traction because they'll just push you to the top of the algorithm, because that's what people are searching for. And once they'll watch a challenge done by a bigger channel, your channel would be could possibly be suggested as a similar video. So that's something to keep in mind as well, which we'll discuss later at a different video, because that's just diving way too deep. Okay, so eating challenges. You could do blindfolded eating challenges. You could do eating challenges like, I don't know, big versus small, where you can have the small gummy and the giant gummy, or a small regular size candy bar and the giant candy bar, or any type of giant food you can find in your area. You know, they have those giant Rice Krispie bars that they sell for you to use during game time or Halloween time. So you can just make up some type of challenge about that. Another popular thing I've seen is going to be the food color challenge, where they only eat a particular color. So if one of your kids has all red food and the other has all blue food or something like that, you just kind of make some type of challenge or game out of it, or something along those lines. You definitely want to do your research on this just to get a feel. Everybody does their challenge differently, and it just depends on what age group that your child is at. So definitely watch a few videos. That's the biggest thing you can do, you guys, to get more information, is to just watch others. So watch other videos, see what they're doing, see what you like, what you're able to do. Take that away. You can put your own twist on it or not. It doesn't really matter. But just take it and just do it. Just start making videos. Every video you make isn't going to be viral, you guys. It isn't. The important thing is to just start making videos and putting them out there. It's quantity over quality, to be honest. Once you, a lot of videos that you see, a lot of those videos that are popular now, they may not have gotten popular until a year or two after the fact. If you look at some of your favorite kids channel on YouTube, some of those videos didn't have those amount of views until much later on, after the channel took off. And people start consuming content and they ran out of new content to consume. They went back and they watched those older videos that they didn't see the first time or didn't resonate with them the first time, and they go back and they watch it and they love them. So you just never know when people will come back and watch it and love it, or whatever the case may be. So just keep creating more content and stop focusing on every piece of content you create being viral, being perfect, you know, just being perfectly curated, because it's just not going to happen, and it's going to stress you out and it's going to overwork you, especially because you're working with kids. You're working with kids. They don't care about perfection, and you don't want to work them to death. You want this to be a fun experience, okay? You don't want to just turn it into a miserable job all over again. So a fourth video idea would be a talent show. You can host a family talent show night where people can pick whatever they want to do. If your child has an amazing talent, that is great. But if they don't, that's fun too. Just have fun. Let them pick up a few ideas. Now, I don't even know if my children know what a talent show is, so we would have to do something like watch a movie that had something to do with talent show, or watch a few talent show videos and let them pick what they want to do. And I know that they would just take it and run with it, and we could just have a family talent show in the living room where they got to do whatever they want to do. At the end of the day, kids like watching other kids. If you have a family game night, record your family game night. If you don't, this is the perfect time to start. Go pick up some board games, make up your own games, or just pick up some flashcards from Dollar Tree. Whatever you do, make it fun, bring extra energy, and just be super exciting. A lot of kid shows are just exaggerating. You'll hear the constant yelling, just the constant sound effects. So whatever you do, just make sure there's lots of energy to it. And once again, that's not with every video. It just depends on your video. You may have a 2-year-old kid and they're just opening toys and they're just doing toy reviews or things like that. It doesn't have to be super loud and super exciting. It could be soothing or things like that. It just depends on what you're going for. So keep this in mind. Take the advice that applies to you and leave the rest, okay? So family game night is awesome because you can play a variety of games. You can play games that don't require anything like charades, if your kids know how to play charades, or even if they don't, because that makes it even funnier. The next idea I have for a video is going to be a drawing contest. Find some drawing videos on YouTube for kids where they teach them how to draw simple things. And this could be something like a reaction video where it's less about them reacting and more about them following along to the video to see if they can actually understand the instruction and if they can actually complete the drawing. So you could do a drawing challenge where they watch the video and try to actually draw what the video is showing them. Screen record the actual video so you can place it inside your video so your audience can watch at the same time, and just have a little fun challenge like that. Another amazing idea, you guys, is an exercise video. You can make a kid's exercise video or a stretching video. So get your kids up in the morning, turn on some music and let them exercise. Put together a little routine for them, just a little light routine, whether it's stretching or whether it's an exercise. You can make it 2 separate videos. One can be a stretching video and one can be a little light exercise video. That would be awesome. If you don't have any ideas, go on Pinterest, go on Google, or go on YouTube and look up kids exercise videos and find some, get some ideas, get some things you like. Get your kids to practice them and just shoot them, record them shooting these exercise videos for other kids to watch and join in. That is a very awesome idea, I feel. You could also transform the end of every exercise video to a dance party. I just feel like that would be an awesome charity. Of course, everybody likes arts and crafts, especially since we're in the house now. But you can record your kids doing arts and crafts. Either just do typical science projects, anything as simple as making a volcano. Everybody knows how to make a volcano. If you don't, look it up. Take some time and spend with your children and record yourself building this volcano, guys, and just show other people how to do it and just have some fun with it. You can go to Walmart or Target and look for their science section or their experiment sections where they have different experiments to do or different arts and crafts to do, and that will actually be awesome, and it could count as a product review as well. Another awesome idea that doesn't cost any money would be to do movie reviews or show reviews. So we're always looking for something to watch, and kids are looking for stuff to watch just as much as adults are, and sometimes grown-ups don't know. You have grown-ups that they're very stringent and they screen everything their children watch and they want an honest review on it. So why not have your kids watch some of these new movies and do a review on them? We pay for it. Like I said earlier, guys, we don't have cable, but we literally pay for almost every streaming service there is. We have HBO Plus or whatever, HBO Max, Disney Plus, Hulu, Netflix, Vudu is installed. What else do we have? We just have so many. We have Amazon. We have so many streaming services coming into our house. There's so many new shows out. Let your watch TV anyway. do a movie night, watch, or a movie day or whatever in the afternoon. Let your kids watch a movie, sit them down to watch a movie, and then sit them down to record their honest review about it. What was their opinion, what they liked about it, their favorite part. Just find out different questions to ask them and interview them about the movie. And kids will love that, parents will love that, guys. And it's totally free. Do you hear me? If you're already paying for streaming services, do it. If you don't, then guys, have them review an old movie. It doesn't matter. Just put them on the camera and have them start talking. Kids say the darnest things once they get comfortable and are let loose, and you just never know. You never ever know what will pick up and what will go viral. So those are just a handful of ideas I had to start, just video ideas so you can start the channel and just start recording without having a budget. Now I do have a few pieces of equipment. I haven't purchased a camera. I record using my iPhone, I think it's a 12 or something, an iPhone 12 I guess. I'm not sure. I'm not really good at keeping up with what number I'm on, but it's an iPhone. It has pretty good recording capabilities. I recently bought a ring light, which I will show you guys, and I'll leave the link in the description down below. So right now we only have one ring light that I use for my Instagram reels, but we're going to use for our videos as well, and this seems to do a pretty good job. Now I also have a couple of shadow box lights. I haven't been using those. I used to use them in my eBay business, in my Poshmark business, but it's just a part on them that's stripped that I need to really replace so I can actually get the lights up there. So I'm not using them yet, but I have them in my closet. And one day I'll stop being a procrastinator and I'll actually just figure out what I need to do to replace those parts so that I can use the equipment that I already have. But right now, you guys know, like, I'm only using my phone. I have a microphone that I purchased off Amazon, and I'll definitely leave the link in the description box below so you guys can check that out as well. I don't think the kids will use the microphone just because it's not wireless. It is wired. It's only one microphone, and I just feel like it would just be too much of a hassle. One other tip that I would like to give to you when you are recording, when it comes to kids videos, what I have found while just watching other videos, it's best if you don't use a tripod and you keep the phone in your hand or whatever you use to record in your hand at all times. You want to keep the video constantly moving. You don't want to keep it like this video where it's kind of still, in the same place. Kids get bored easily. They want action. They want movement. So your best bet is to just hold your recording device and just constantly follow the kids around. Just get up close, get down to their level, get down on your knees, just squat down, like really get eye level with them, and so you can have a sight of what they're seeing. I really don't know the terminology. You can kind of see from their perspective. That's what I'm thinking. You can see from their perspective, and just keep the camera moving at all times. Don't ever just stand there and say, so what are you coloring? Like, no, you want to keep that camera moving. Zoom in, zoom out, move around. Like, you constantly want to move around and just keep the action going. Now, you don't want to go too crazy where people don't understand. Like, if there's two people talking, you just don't want to go just back and forth. You don't want it too crazy, but you just want to have a little action. Just keep constant motion. So that's something important too, and that's why the microphone thing is just not going to work out more than likely. Not this type of microphone, probably one of those bigger microphones that I may or may not invest in later on. We will see. So once again, I only have a couple of pieces of equipment. I have this wireless mic, which I will not be using for the kids. Well, I'm sorry, it's not wireless. It's wired, but I will not be using it for the kids channel. I have my iPhone on which I will be shooting all of my footage on, all of it. I wish I can get some B-roll footage so you guys can actually watch me as I'm recording. I may be able to sometimes. It just depends. The only other recording device I really have in the house is my daughter's phone. So sometimes I may be able to get it from her, but she's 17, and I mean, you already know how that goes. Sometimes I can get it, sometimes I can't. She has an iPad, but it's totally destroyed now. That's another story. So yeah, but if all goes well, I'll be able to upgrade, really invest, and so you guys can really get more behind the scenes, and you can watch me as I'm recording so you can see what the process actually looks like, because it's not always as clean cut or as easy as it looks, as the final version looks. Trust me, I know. I have shot tons of video already of the kids, and sometimes it can be overwhelming. Kids do an amazing job, you know, before you decide to pull out the camera. It's like when you pull out the camera, they're just like, what am I doing again? It's just like sometimes they act totally different. Their attitudes change. I don't know what it is. So working with kids can sometimes be exhausting, especially when you're trying to get a perfect take or you need things right. I know one of the biggest things that problems that we have is when I'm trying to make an intro, they don't ever want to do the intro right. They just want to run around and freestyle. Not only that, but they get distracted. We get off topic. I don't think that will be the type of channel that necessarily goes by a script or a story. I don't know yet, because my kids they just can't stick to the storyline. They'll just start having their own conversations. I don't know. And that does kind of bring me to another thing. I have noticed that you have the type of videos where the kids talk the whole video, and it's just them interacting, but then you also have the videos where there's just sound effects, like Vlad and Nikki's video. If you watch them, Vlad and Nikita, their video is mostly just background music and sound effects. Every now and again you'll hear the kids talking, but it's mostly just sound effects, and I think that is amazing, because it's just that sometimes the kids just won't, I mean, they're not actors, you know, and they just won't. It's just, I just feel like that might be where we're going, because it's just not gonna happen the other way. But we will see. We'll see. It just depends on what your flow is, what your style is. You know, if you have a little baby, I feel like that would be the best bet. If your baby isn't talking yet, do the sound effects where it's just music and just boink and just different sound effects, because it will be awesome. It will catch the baby's eyes. The babies can't understand what you're saying anyway, but they love those sounds, those bright colors, those effects. Definitely keep that in mind. Now, the final tip, I think it's the final tip. I'm not 100% sure. If something else comes to mind, it just comes to mind, okay? But the final tip I have / secret is video editing. Now, I know that's the main reason why a lot of people decide not to go to YouTube. You watch these YouTube videos and you're like, okay, I can record myself sitting here talking. I can record myself doing this. I can record my kids playing, but it's boring. Like, when I'm playing in the back, who is actually gonna sit here and watch this? Like, I don't know how to add sound effects. I don't know how to add those special effects. I don't know how to make it transition. I don't know how to do that picture-in-picture thing you're talking about, sis. Don't worry, boo. I got you. So currently, I am learning editing tricks on my own. I have not paid for any editing software. It is not in my budget right now. You hear me? So I'm only using free software. I'm using the editing software that's on my computer already, and it's just the Photos app, and I can just create a video. I'm also using some editing software on my phone. I can't 100% remember the name of it right now. I have to go and look at it, but honestly, I don't really use it that much. Any editing that I'm doing right now, I'm using straight from my computer. Editing, and I'm really just trimming scenes. I'm adding sound effects and things like that, and I'm learning as I go along. I stay up all night watching YouTube videos. I read. I have just, you guys just don't know the amount of learning I'm doing to learn how to do this editing on my own, just because I want to save money. But guys, if it is in your budget, please outsource the editing. It will take so much off your plate. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Fiverr, but Fiverr, Fiverr.com, is an amazing site where basically you have a bunch of freelance workers. They have different, they just have different professions. They have different skills that can take a lot off your plate, you guys. If you want somebody to help you edit your videos, send them over to Fiverr. So it's a website, like I said, it's like a marketplace full of people who are home and they do their own, just whatever. I mean, I can't really narrow it down because they do so many things. If you need help making a YouTube video intro, if you need help editing the kids' videos to add those sound effects, if you need, maybe you want to do a voiceover or something like that, they have people that will actually do voiceovers for you. You guys, I kid you not, they just have so much stuff. They have so much stuff that you could, I don't know how else to explain it, but just go on the site and check them out, okay? Check them out. They're a lifesaver. So For as little as $20 to $30, you can send your video, your raw footage over to somebody at Fiverr. You have to read over their profile, read over their reviews, look at their work that they have uploaded, their portfolio, and see which one you like and which one you might like to work with. Look at their prices, send them over your raw footage, and you guys, within 2 to 3 days, and each artist has a different period, they will get that footage back to you. Now, everybody has a different package. Everybody works for themselves. They'll let you know how much they charge. They'll let you know how much raw footage they'll take from you and how much of final footage they can turn it into. They'll let you know how many revisions they do. Typically, a lot of them do 1 or 2 revisions. They'll do it, send it to you. Whatever you don't like, you let them know, and they'll change up. You know, they may do that once or twice and go from there. But guys, it is amazing, and it's very budget friendly. You have some people, they're just now starting off editing, or maybe they edit all the time, but they're just now discovering that this is something that they can do on the side of their actual full-time job that they're doing. And a lot of people are starting out just like you. You know how it is when you're just starting out. You don't have any confidence. You don't charge your work. You're just like, just want to get my feet wet out there, just to show people what I can do, just make a little extra money. I'm not going to charge people a ton of money, and you actually do pretty good work. So you have people out there like that are really just now starting, and then you have people out there that are just and they're not just in the United States, guys. They're all over the country. I've gotten work done 2 or 3 times, and both times the person who did the job for me was in Afghanistan. Okay, they did the job, and he did an amazing job. The beautiful thing about this too, with a lot of content creators too, they love to work with somebody who is on the other side of the world as them. This way they send them their footage during that evening or while they're sleeping. Basically, while you're sleeping, the person will be working on your footage, and this depends on their time. And these are for the people who you pay a little bit more. They have a quicker turnaround time. You might pay them anywhere from 50 to 100 and up, you know, to get the video done. But a lot of YouTubers, I mean, it's a good investment. If you paid $100 and while you're sleeping, they're working on the video, editing, putting the touches on it, and when you wake up, bam, you have a video and it's done, ready to post. And you can post more consistently like that if you're only recording. All you're doing is recording, and sending it. It will take so much off of your plate. If only people knew that you only have to record and somebody else can take care of the rest, let them trim what needs to be trimmed. Let them take out what needs to be taken out. Let them add in the effects, the transitions. Let them do that. You guys, you can have an amazing just set of videos just by outsourcing, okay? So that's my secret for today, and that was my last little tip. Definitely check them out, guys. They're a game changer. They're a lifesaver, and they can be really the answer to what's holding a lot of you guys back. I know a lot of you guys are out here and you have the ideas. You guys have an amazing kid with an amazing personality. You just kind of don't know where to go with the editing. Or some of you guys are already have started shooting videos and it's posted, but you're not sure why you're not getting any traction, or why your channel isn't growing. And it's just because it's boring. Your kid can be amazing, but it's just that the kids haven't watched the video long enough to see her amazing personality or his amazing personality. So you have to keep the kids just caught up in the video with the constant moving, the sound effects, the colors, the lights. Not only that, but your thumbnails. Your thumbnails are something important to consider as well. So do your research on YouTube thumbnails, and you have to really think about what catches their eye. The book is being judged by its cover. So when you go and the kids are scrolling, and what you know your kids look to, and they'll see the pictures and they may not be able to read, and they'll say, that one, I want that one. They'll see that picture and it's usually a kid like, or oh my gosh, like what I've learned, that the thumbnails that get the most click-throughs are the ones who have a face and a major reaction, like a major emotion, whether it's shock, disgust, fright, happy, surprise, horror, whatever it is. Just put a picture of your kid in the thumbnail with whatever expression, whatever emotion you want the kid to feel when they watch the video. Just have your kid make the exaggerated emotion and use that as your thumbnail. Now, another thing you want to do, don't take a still from your video and use it as your thumbnail. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just create a separate thumbnail. Those get the most click-throughs. So what you want to do is really, you're just taking a picture, like I said, of that expression of your kid, and you just want to add it to a background with words about what the video is about, or add it to a background with another extravagant picture. A lot of times the thumbnails are kind of clickbaity. You might have the kid on the side, and you might have a huge giant spider or just something huge or ridiculous, and it's not even in the video at all, but they just put it right there just to catch your eye. So keep that in mind too. That's okay. It's okay. You know, you're not doing a bait and switch. We're not baiting and switching adults. We're not going to lie to the kids and say we caught a giant spider in our backyard and it's not an actual giant spider. You know, you want to keep it similar, but you want to, you know, just make it a little bit more exaggerated and extravagant to catch your children's eye. Okay, so I've been talking forever. I'm gonna let you guys go. We have a couple of videos to shoot. So today I'm gonna try to shoot some videos for the boys. We're going to try to cook the lunch with me, which we'll try to do like some pieces in the air fryer. We'll try to do a movie video, so I'll sit them down for a movie if they'll watch it. Right now they're just stuck on their tablets playing Roblox. That's their thing now. They recently just became those kids that do nothing but stay on technology all day. So I'm gonna see if I can get them settled. Maybe we can have like a little movie afternoon or something, get them to watch a good movie and shoot a review on it. And then what I know they'll love, we're doing the cookie challenge. So what I did was I just bought a couple of packs of those cookies that you bake, and instead of breaking them into the squares like they have them, I'm just going to go ahead and bake the whole pack so that we can have a giant cookie, you guys. So I got 2 of them, so both of the boys can have their own giant cookie, and we're going to decorate the cookie. So I bought a bunch of cookie decorating stuff. I bought candy. I bought we have sprinkles. We have so many sprinkles. Every season I'm buying sprinkles and just decorations and stuff like that. So we're just gonna have a cookie bake off, or not a bake off, more of a cookie decorating contest or whatever, and we're gonna film that. I'm gonna edit that as best as I can. If I don't like it, I'm probably gonna send it over to Fiverr at the end of the week when I get paid. If it is within my budget, we would definitely see. But I will let you guys know. Stay tuned. If you would like to follow the boys channel, it is Playtime with Bryson and Jaxon, and I'll leave that link below. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any more questions, if you guys are starting the channel, please leave your channel down below so we can follow each other and support each other. Also, let's bounce ideas off of each other. We are here to be supportive. We all want to be successful. I want everybody to be able to just enjoy the freedom to spend more time with enjoy the freedom and spend more time with your children. I just want everybody to win, and I want everybody to be happy. Okay, all right, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.